Good morning everybody, this is Kristy from Sewbits. Welcome back to my channel and thank you for watching, and welcome to all the lovely new subscribers and the subscribers that keep watching. I wanted to come on here and show you my Roxy Journal of Stitchery, where I've got to so far. I've decided I'm going to do lazy summer days, and I'm just going to do it very simple this time. I'm finding myself a little bit exhausted. Well, that's because obviously I've had a lot of things going on in my personal life, but I'm trying to do all the crafty stuff and keep up with everybody that's doing their lovely projects, such as Corinne's and also Christine at Create and Craft Christine on YouTube. She's doing, I'll get it out. She's doing that lovely stitchery from the 1800s, which is on the public domain. And I've decided to do Japanese dishes, teacup with saucer. And there's a vessel containing utensils. Well, I'm doing the teacup. That's the first one. She's on to the second one, but I'm just starting. So I found this beautiful square doily, and I'm doing it in aqua colour, or teal colour, and gold thread at the same time. I'm just going to outline the tea cup and outline the saucer, and then I'll probably just continue on with this part in here, and maybe I'll do the gold for the bird. I'm not quite sure. So that's that project there. And what else was I? Oh, and I'm doing my project for Corinne with the Just Because quilt, and I've figured out what I'm going to be doing with that, so that's good. And Sally is doing another little project with Jessie Chorley, and I've organised the book and it's coming, but I'm not too sure whether I'm going to start that right now. I wanted to show you one of those things, excuse me, that my auntie had, that I found at my auntie's house. And this is a beautiful T shaped, what do you call those things, plates, anyway, I've lost the word for it. And I think it's just beautiful because this is where I live, in Western Australia. I've been all the way around to Western Australia, and I've come down to the Northern Territory, into South Australia, and then back up and then across to the other side of Australia. But been to Maki Maya. I don't think I've seen a number, probably in the zoo. And these are all the beautiful wildflowers. There's Albany, Wales, and you see the whales up in Exmouth, which is just in there. She's got Broome up there, Kununurra and all that. Beautiful up there. Anyway, just don't get sidetracked. I turn my little lamp on, and I put my flowers in. These are my flowers from my garden, so these are everlastings, and they're paper flowers. Don't know if you get them on the eastern states, but I've put them in, and they're dried, and they look lovely. That's in my dad made that. He was a great craftsman with wood. So, lazy summer days, this is what I'm going to do. But I wanted to show you first my whole project from the beginning of my book. Now, this is the book that I created. I have a feeling I'm going to be running out of room, so I might have to dismantle the cover and then stitch that onto something else and make it a bigger cover. I'm not actually quite sure. This is my first page. And what also I have done is I've just done a little bit of running stitch on the edge of the page to create the page so it stays shut. So then you turn over the page. Now this one's a bit thicker, this page, because of the way I've done that there. I'm going to eventually do something on there, but not right now. I have a feeling I might stick my auntie's beautiful picture there. That's the picture of my mum and my mother-in-law. And that's my beautiful daughter, Rebecca, when she was 4. This first prompt was bulbs. Stick this back in here. First prompt was bulbs, so I've done tulip, and then I did daffodil. I've got I still haven't stitched it down properly. I think I finished this page here, but I could go back and embellish that later on. I think sometimes these projects are you do it, but they're never really quite finished. So this is the second one. Don't know what's happened there. I just have to fix that up. Oh, it's probably just because the page is not moved over underneath there. I might just cut that off. And I reprinted the blue tit and I reprinted the red robin because I tea stained them and they looked a bit icky. I've done this tea stain, but I don't know if I like that colour because I wanted to join the pages sort of together. So here I have, I could put a bit of a glue on that actually. Here I have the tree on this side and I have the tree on a little bit on this side. This is this art glitter glue that Corinne talks about all the time, and it's a very good glue for sticking down. And once it's stuck, oops, I'll just wipe the glue on there, that's all right. Once it's stuck down, where's my little tweezer things? I'll say it, I've said that 3 times now. Once it's stuck down, it really sticks. So I might just put a bit of glue there. And I redid the tree. I redid this as well. So I have to come back later and stitch all that down. I might just have to cut that off. And I'll just do some overcast stitching around the edge, and I might embellish that, but that's later on. I just wanted to get the prompt finished. Oh dear. So that's one whole page. So, and I've got October there, and it was all to do with nests. So I've done that prompt. Now I haven't finished this one because all I've got to do, what I want to do here is put the hexes in, but I'm thinking of making them smaller. So because I think that they're just too big. So if I do them smaller, then the prompt will be better. It's just sort of blooms of flower. This is Liberty, and all this is Liberty fabric. So I'm just sticking them down with the pins at the moment, and I will come back and finish that later. And like I said, this is one whole page. So this is November, is spring, and October is spring, and September. So, and I've just got a butterfly there. So spring, September. I didn't write spring here, but I suppose I don't need to. Spring, October, spring, November. And here we are into summer. February is just there because I don't want to lose it because I lost it a little while ago and I couldn't get it back, so I'm just going to leave it there. So summer is December, and this is all about wildflowers. I'm still unsure about this. I dyed this with my, how did I dye that? Oh, can't remember. I think I did it with the flowers. Oh no, sorry, I did it with some old tea. That's right, I did it with some old tea that my daughter gave me ages ago, and it was like 1.5 years old. So I just put it in water, and that's the colour it came out. These are everlastings. Exactly what these are and I've stuck it down with glue, and then I've French knot in the middle. And the white one is the same, and there is this yellow one. I don't know if you can see that. The yellow one too, but I haven't done it yet. I probably should just, I don't know if it's going to work because it's got a massive big bobble on it, unless I actually just do it myself with some stitching and some poppies. I haven't written their names, have I? Oh, what's that called again? Cow parsley. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. And I might just come back in and just do little strips of grass, or just to do some little daisies, just to fill that in because it's a bit blank. And wildflowers on this side, because there's fields of lavender. You can see them in the wild. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, and then I'm going to put some lace down there. I probably need to find some lace and put across there as well, just to join the two. That would look better there, wouldn't it? All right, I shall find a pin. To just join the pages as if they were one. Now I have to be careful as I'm going along, because what I'm doing is I'm finding that pages are getting a bit thick, because that's on top of that, and then that is on top of that. I should just done this on here without putting it on the pages. So I'm going to have to try and work my way with the next pages to not make it so thick. So where am I up to? Summer in December. So, and I just have to fold. I've just ironed that. That's my new little pagey thing, like I've done here. Just done some running stitch along there just to crease the page so it turns over easily. And then this one is my January summer. And you know what? I can get my February one, because I might just move that over there. Because now we are actually into February. And then, yeah, this represents my mum and my auntie, my auntie just got her wings. There's a butterfly, a little bee. It's a bit dark. I forgot to, I didn't realise I wasn't meant to do the bee's wings, but I'm just going to leave it now in black. I was supposed to do them in a different colour. And that's my little bluebird, which joins us all together. Mum, me and auntie. And that was my drawing of a ladybird, but I'm not sure about that because it was bugs, butterflies, and I've got a dragonfly stitched down that page. I've joined these two together with some of this, and to seal off each page I've just put some lace down the centre. This was from, and I've just realised I haven't actually finished that. I need to put the centre, oh, I nearly stabbed myself with the pin. I need to put my centre of the flowers in here. So what number is that? Let's see, 76 I think it was. It was French knots 3348. Now I did have my little bag. This bag came from So Sweet Violet. So if you're in the UK, she makes these bags. I made this little bag, and I've decided to put, because my mum loved cups of tea, I've decided to put all my little clippy things in there because I was wondering what I was going to put in it. I bought this online from the Maker Studio. Don't quote me on that one. I can't remember. It'd be good if she had a stamp on the back. And then also I made this as well. This carried my mum's ashes all the way across Australia, and that's what I've been looking for. Oh, I think this is it. I'm trying to find the same thread I used for, maybe that isn't not it. I'm trying to find the same thread that I used for this. Do you think I could find it? It's just a little bit darker. Anyway, I'll put that there. It might be the light. That's the yarn I spun on my spinning wheel. And so I've decided to put all my threads in here in the bag. And then in this little pouch is, it's a good idea, is I've put my little threads in. Ah, there it is. Pretty sure I use this. Did I use this one? Maybe not. Okay, I have to take my glasses off. No, I didn't. No, I thought I used that, but I didn't. There is another one in there. Oh, must have lost it. I haven't lost it. It might be over there. I might have put it over there in my other little tin. So this is good to keep your little threads in. Especially your plain threads. Might just keep that back. I think that was in there too. No, I don't know. Anyway, let's get that number. I'm getting sidetracked. Right. What did I say it was? 33 something. It's probably in here somewhere. 23348. Doesn't it? 76. 3348. And then she does the little bee. My drawing of the bee looks a bit strange. So I'll leave that there. I can do that at another later date. And I used my yarn that I spun. I just cut it. And here it is. I've cut it. I'll just roll this back up. If anybody wants some of this, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to post some out to you. I've got a big roll of it. I split this because it was too thick. I don't know where the other, I must have used it. So this is one side of the yarn. When you twist it on the spinning wheel, you spin it one way. You spin it one way, the wheel goes that way. And then when you ply them together, you spin the wheel the other way with your foot up and down, and it plies it together, and that's how you get it to be twisted. But you can untwist it by carefully twisting that round, because the fibres actually knit themselves a little bit together because they've got barbs. If you look at it under a microscope, the wool, see there, and then when you pull it back again, it's twisting itself back on itself because it's the way it's been plied on the spinning wheel. And I will do a video of that one day. I need to program, no, I don't need to program myself. I need to sort myself out and get a bit more organised and put it on the calendar of what I want to do on certain days, maybe, because I just seem to be flitter-fluttering everything, all my projects everywhere. So I just put this through a big needle. Maybe I'll do this end first. That's my skin. You squish it together. I don't know if you can see me actually. Yep, sort of. Maybe I'll bring you. Let me have a look now. Oh yeah, that's okay. Just, I've got my iPad up above my head. So you just pull this through gently. Now don't forget this has already been split, so it's very fluffy. And then what you do is, I'll talk about my page in a minute, but I thought I might just, while I'm on here, show you how to do this. So all I did here was I just got some white cotton in all the threads. I think I used six threads. I need to take this off. I need to take my page off. Come on, silly. Right. I need to take my page off. Now if I pull this too tight, it'll actually split apart, because when you're spinning, the fibres are tight and you need to pull on the fibres to loosen them, and that's what happened if I do it too tight. So I probably got it too long actually. Where's my scissors? I'll cut it. There's a good way there. My daughter just gave me a message. She's coming for dinner. So how many strands did I do? 3. I did 3 for that. So here is the card actually that I need to refer to, which is Sally's. Sally sent me this beautiful card, and so I'm just copying off this, which I printed on Solvi, which is a printable. I lost my February, better not lose that. Just a minute, I'll stick that on here. I'll get annoyed because I did lose it and I lost it. I thought I lost it forever. So I'm just going to stick that up there. Put that there. So it's you print it on your fabric. Just put that in the printer. You say print and colour, and then you buy this stuff and it washes away. And you're left with what's behind. But I didn't do it with this one. It doesn't quite look the same, but I haven't done the middle. But it's good enough. So I'm going to just come up here. See if I can do this one a little bit different. Now I haven't put a knot in it, so I'm just going to fold it over and try and go through the back and the front, and what I see, I went through. What have I done? It catches. I just want to put that through the hole there, so it catches on the thread without tying the knot, and just get my back of the needle without using the front and poking yourself, and just drag it through. It will work. If you don't use it with this one, you can use it with something else. Let me try it with it. Does work. Done it many times before. Just this one is not working at the moment. Just give it a twist. There we go. And drag it through. Fold it over. Drag it through so it just hangs there like that. And then as you're stitching, you can just tuck that other bit in and it shouldn't really come undone. Because what it is, you're going to go through all the fibres this. Oops, I forgot to catch it in. My dog's decided to bark at the neighbour across the road because he's come home. And down here. And move my fibre over. Oops, move my fibre over under there. And then that goes on the top. And then, did I go down or up? I went down. I've got to come up. If that's Solvay, I might even just leave the Solvay there, to be honest, because I don't really want to wet my fabric, and that's okay. There. And then to save the thread, I'm just going to go across, not the thread, the yarn. I'm going to go across here. I could do another one of those things in there and back up. Now you've got to be careful because it will knot itself because it's fibrous. There we go. Don't know if I can get back under there. There we go. Pull that tight. There. And then you just keep going. Sent some of this to Sally as a gift for her, and I'm not sure if she's used it yet, but I'm sure she'll find a use for it. Now that blue is just a friction pen. Now my intention is to use this colour possibly on that and that one, and what's that colour there? I can just use different thread for that. I don't have any yarn that colour. Unless I've got yarn I bought from the other day. I could use my Inktense pencils and colour it in just like Christine does. She shows that on her video from Create and Craft on YouTube. Well done to you, Christine, for giving us all these lovely ideas. Just sometimes don't have 100 days. I need a lot of days to finish. So that's the first leaf of the flower, and I'm really happy with that. A bit better than that one, but you know what, I'm going to leave that. That's just, it's not a mistake, it's just your creation or my creation, and I'm just going to leave it. So up with this one. Did we go up? Yep, see, I've put my needle through the yarn, and that is a big no-no in some form because you're just going to get a big knot on the back. So I'll just move it over. So I'm trying not to waste the yarn like I did there, but that maybe because I wasn't paying attention. And I know that might not be the correct way. In the olden days, you had to make it very neat. But then there's no enjoyment because I'm just going to forever worry about whether I got it right or whether I got it wrong. And if I did not go up and down to save my yarn a little bit, I'm not too worried. It takes a while for your brain, for you to remember muscle memory. See, I've just went up there and I should have just gone straight down. Just trying to change your habit, and once you change your habit, It takes about 21 days to change a habit, I was told, and it will work. It's retraining your brain to remember what you want to do instead of not remembering at all. So you can see, you get the idea of what I'm trying to do here. Hopefully it will work. Now I'm using double thread, so now I have to find out which. See, what have I done? What have I done there? Oh, there we go. Yep, there's my thread, so I have to make that longer. And I'm just going to leave that here and show you what the lazy summer days is all about. Put my lovely card back because I don't need it. I've got to sew that down, sew the page down. I thought this was it, but I have a feeling it's this here. I'm just going to stick to this. So move my page over, and this one is going to be very simple. I'm just decided to have a simple one. So it's not, doesn't quite meet, but that's okay because I've got lots and lots of trims. Oh, it's a bit too thick. All those bags of trims I've got, and you know what, I could even use a trim from my auntie's. My auntie had one in her. I'll get it from her. There goes my pillow. My mother-in-law loved owls, so that's on there. This is so cute. Look at it. Oh, I'm just so happy that I just wished she'd shown me years ago and we could have talked about it and asked her questions. But I just have to. Oh, it's just lovely. I just love it. This is a little tea magnet that I showed you the other day. I'm going to pop that on there like that. Her beautiful 21st key. And a poppy she made. I never made one. I know why I didn't make one, because one was already coming to me. And this is that beautiful note. I'm just going to keep that in there because that's just like, stop getting sidetracked and find out what was I doing. Oh, the lace. It's not in there. What did I do with it? I may have put it somewhere that I can't remember. Not far, it won't be far. And I think it's right here. This is it right here, I think. It's a bit plasticky lace, but it's not too bad. Maybe this lace will be better. Oh, now it's going to turn into a big mess. It might actually be too big. It's not too bad. If I move February down to here, I don't even know how long I'll be going. I've been chopping on. $33. I'll finish up in a minute. Don't mind it. It definitely blends in, because if I leave that down the bottom, I need something to cover at the top, don't I? Yep, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to have that particular one, but I don't know where the end is. And I bet you I'm going to unravel it all. And there it is, right there. Why am I whispering? I have no idea. Right, let's cut that off. I like that. It's a bit plain. It's plain. Right, cut that off there. Doesn't matter if I've got too much. Put that back down anyway. I was going to fold this over and use that other piece for something else and then have all my doilies on there, but I've decided I like the page. I'm just going to keep it one page, so that's going up here, and now I don't know why I've got nests and eggs, but that's a summertime that my mother-in-law would have. We'd always forever collecting eggs, and the baby chicks would be hatching out. So I'm going to try my best to keep that in the words, unless it goes up here. Then that word will be upside down. So I'll move that over slightly. Let's not pin anything. Let's just lay everything down, because I don't want to move it all. And my line is actually crooked. I have a crooked page. There's a crooked line on my page. That's all right. I'll get a ruler and sort that out. Do I want that over the top? I think it's just because it's too thick. I'll crease that down. I've got a rolly thing. Use this in quilting. Helps crease a line. Put that out back over the top. I don't really need that other bit. Yep. That's what happens when you don't pin it all down as you're going. Stretch that out a bit. Move that up. Fabric is so funny. It just sometimes doesn't want to go where you want it to go. You have to be the boss. I might trim that off. That's just the edge that Rachel had done the design. It's hard to talk sometimes when you've got to think, concentrate. That's better. Get rid of that edge. I might do the same to the bottom. We'll see. And I can just, maybe I need to stitch that down because it actually looks better there, doesn't it? Yeah, I like it the other way. It just feels like it's not so, I really need to trim that off slightly. I can probably do that. Anyway, let's not procrastinate any longer. Right, February goes here. I'm going to miss the nest down, so this has got to come down slightly. Just tuck that under there. mess, I just do it to that. Yes, that's what I'll do. Pull that down to there. Let's just pin this for now. My February, so I don't lose it. No, don't pin it because I need to bring this all the way down. I'm going to cut along there, make it nice and straight. I can do that later. Let's concentrate on the other side. And I've lost the piece. Oh, here it is. I like the bit of the music that's there. How much do I need? I need a bit to fold over. Just snip it in half. Save that for another day. Maybe just roll my piece because that's the new page. My husband's gone to pick up a bed for my daughter and I didn't want to go. Okay. Snip that. I don't need that little bit. I've got tons of it. Yet again, do I make the decision to have that on top? No, I don't like it on top. Let's just keep it underneath. It won't matter that this is lost a little bit. Okay, pin it down. Let's just chop a little bit more off. It's going underneath, so it'll be fine. Hope you're all doing well. Let me know in the comments what you're doing, what you're up to, what you're making, what you're going to start a new project, even though I don't need another project. I've got projects coming out of my ears. So that's a straight line there, is it not? I did have a ruler in my room. I don't know where it went. Oh, there's my scissors. That's okay. I'll just use the pins. I think that's it there. Pretty good with my straight eye, but I was using the piece of paper as my template and it possibly was a little bit crooked from the beginning. So let's, I've got to be careful that I don't do it too far in because, oops, I just scratched the table. I have to fold it over and have that page, sew the page in, you know, just fold it over there and do those lines like I did on the other one. Right, pin there. Can you see that? Oops, there we go. I forget that you need to see. I'm just getting too carried away in all the excitement of getting something done in the last days before we get the new prompt, because I have been busy. I only just come back from my auntie's. Sorry about that, the dogs are barking. My husband's just come home. So I'm going to put one more pin in, and I'm just going to say this is done, because all I'm going to do is embellish the page with some stitching and wait for the new prompt on Thursday next week, and I probably will have it done. It's a bit tight, but I just need to. So I'm going to embellish the butterfly possibly, and do these blue cornflower things, and just do some running stitch, get that down. Was I meant to do lazy days of summer? Well, I haven't written that down, so I will possibly do that down here. I can just put lazy days and maybe lazy days of summer. That's probably what I'll do. Let me write this down with my friction pen, because I find the water, I don't want to do the water. Let me put that by. Where did my pen go? Pen. There we go. Lazy days of summer. I can just refigure that out. I might bring that down a little bit, move that over, and that'll be lazy days of summer. And my lazy days of summer is just sitting out in my back garden, and when I've been up at mother-in-law's, I have heard owls, and I just love all the flowers that come out in the summertime. There's bees flying around, butterflies as well, and it's just the beautiful sunlight, which this can represent sunlight. And my mother-in-law used to have lots of chickens, so there's lots of nests and eggs, which probably could have gone into the nest one, but I didn't have this fabric, so I'm just going to have this one, a very simple one this time. And because obviously I need to start finishing off all the other prompts I'm still doing, still haven't finished. And that will be it. Thank you very much for watching.